Good evening, my 6th class students. My heart is broken today because I lost my tooth. That is the reason why I couldn't able to come up with a video since last 3 days. I was encountering with pain, I was unable to speak properly. So I'm sorry for that. We'll start now. Today I'm feeling comfort because I lost my tooth once for all, permanent. I'm not going to get another one. So anyway, let's come back to our topic. My 6th class students, I have few things to discuss with you. You people are not doing it regularly. You are not following the class regularly. Neither you are sending any kind of homeworks from your side. We already finished 6 chapters in your textbook because we have started 6th class syllabus right from January month of this year. Anyhow, I'm not here to blame anybody or to complain against my students. You're all my favorite students. But tie your knots. From today onwards, we are going to practice mathematics. We follow state textbook of Telangana, and also my videos are included IIT Foundation mathematics content also, like you have IIT Foundation book of brain mapping. We even do this R.D. Sharma of class 6th, R.S. Agrawal. Now you become serious. I want daily homework. I'm recording video and sharing to you through YouTube because that videos should be permanently available to you. Whenever you get doubt, you can easily go to your YouTube channel and just see. But whereas live classes, online classes, Zoom app system and all is only once for use. If you want to revise it, you cannot go. There is nothing behind where you can search it and get back to it. So for your sake, we have purchased the digital board of more than 1.5 lakh and a camera, DSLR camera of nearly worth of 80,000. Okay, so please follow this syllabus very strictly, and you please send me regularly. Daily I want homeworks from you. Share your homework through WhatsApp. I'll start again this chapter because few were absent, and for the new admission students, go with the IIT Foundation classes. What the books I have shown to you, that is R.D. Sharma, R.S. Agrawal, CBSE book, and as well as brain mapping, IIT Foundation, everything, not only to the 6th class. From today onwards, you are going to have my regular videos for 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th class, including IIT Foundation. Maybe this video concludes into 4 or 5 parts. First 2 parts or 3 parts it takes to complete our state syllabus, and to complete our IIT Foundation, the topic from R.D. Sharma, R.S. Agrawal and brain mapping, it takes another 2 to 3 videos. But stick on till you finish it. And I want complete homework from your side daily. Otherwise, I am not going to send videos to you people. Neither I am going to upload the video to YouTube platform. So be careful. Let's come back. I'll write down with my finger because there's a lot of noise when I use a stylus. Instead of that, let us use the finger. Fractions and decimals. If you want to go through the basics, better you go through the 4th class fractions video so that you can come to know the fundamentals or basic concepts of fractions. In that video, I have explained to you about types of fractions you have. Like fractions, unlike fractions, proper fractions, improper fractions, mixed fractions, equivalent fractions. Everything I have explained there from the definition, right from the definition onwards. That is, what is fraction? A part of a whole is called a fraction. Let us start. Meanwhile, even in the between of the content, I'll try to explain you the definition part also. Anyway, I'll just go to this. The first one, how will you represent the following pictorially? Means you have to go with the picture to represent this fraction 3 by 4. I'll do it on another board. Yeah. The first one you have is 3 by 4. How you are going to represent this by pictorially? Let us see. 3 by 4. 3 by 4. I told you always the denominator represents the number of parts, and the above, that is numerator of fraction, represents the shaded part or the part you are looking into. I'll draw a figure of 4 partitions or 4 divisions because the denominator is 4 here. This is 1, 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Now 3 parts. Out of 4 you are going to have 3 parts. Just shade it with any other color to these 3 parts. This is 1 part, second part, and third part. So these 3 parts out of 4 represents to this fraction, that is 3 by 4. In that way you are going to do. You have to draw a picture either in a rectangular form or in a circular form. If you draw a circle, make 4 equal parts because the denominator is 4, then go with a shading 3 parts. So this picture represents 3 by 4. In that way you are going to do the other problems here given, other fractions also. Let's go to the next one. Next one is this, the same thing. Write the fraction representing the shaded portion. Here he has given picture. You have to mention the shaded portion in a form of a fraction. The same thing, let's see here. This is your part 1, this is part 2, and this is part. There are 3 divisions in the picture. So the total parts are 3. Out of 3, 1 part is shaded. So this is the fractional representation to this picture given. You do this and this in the same way. Example, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total parts are how many? 6. Remember, always denominator represents to the number of divisions you make to a object. And shaded parts is asking you to find out shaded part. Shaded part are only 2. So you can say 2 by 6. If he asks you to identify or to write down a fraction for unshaded part, then you have to write down to the same picture unshaded how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be 4 out of 6. This is your fractional value for unshaded portion, and this is your shaded portion. In this way you are going to, here says write 5 proper fractions and draw them pictorially. Write 5 proper fractions. 2 things. One is what is proper fraction, and second one is how you are going to write down in pictorially form, that with a drawing picture. Proper fraction, a fraction in which the numerator is lesser than the denominator, or say the whole fraction itself is lesser than 1, then that fraction you call it as proper fraction, and that you are going to represent here by pictorially. Example, if I write down say 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is a proper fraction because the numerator is lesser than the denominator, and this you are going to represent pictorially. Draw a picture, make a 3 equal parts. Remember, equal parts. Shade 2 parts. Say I'll shade this part and I'll shade this picture represents to this fraction 2 by 3. In that way, here he asked you to write down 5 proper fractions. I did 1. You please do it another 4 proper fractions. Let's go to the next one. Rani says that shaded portion is given figure is 1 by 4. Do you agree with her? Give reasons to support your answer. Yes, we'll see. Rani says that shaded portion is given figure represents 1 by 4. Obviously, total parts 1, 2, 3, 4. Total parts are how many? 4. and one part is shaded. One part is shaded out of 4. So that's why you can say this fraction 1 by 4 represent to this picture is true. We agree with Rani's statement. Then come to next one, that is improper fraction. We'll go a bit fast because you already did it, and moreover we have to complete our IIT Foundation syllabus also along with this. Okay, improper fraction. What do you mean by improper fraction? The fraction in which the numerator is greater than the denominator, such type of fraction you call it as improper fraction, or a fraction which is greater than 1 is called improper fraction. Here you see 3 by 2, 5 by 2, 7 by 3, 8 by 2, these are some fractions given. 3 by 2, the numerator is greater than its denominator. You see any fraction, you find numerator is greater than denominator, or, right, fraction numbers that are more than 1. Any fraction which is greater than 1, even that fraction you call it as improper fraction. There are certain more points you require. I'll tell you when I go with IIT Foundation classes. Okay. There are many points to discuss when IIT concept comes. Write improper fractions representing by the following pictures. You please do by yourself and tell me. Even this also. Mixed fraction. What is mixed fraction? A whole plus part is called a mixed fraction. Example, see here. This is you have whole. This is you have whole, and this you have half. So this is a 1 plus 1, this is half. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus half, that is nothing but 2 and a half. This is called mixed fraction, where you have one whole number value and part value half. Such representation you label it as or named as mixed fraction, given here 2 and a half. Let's go to the next one. Complete this. It's all very easy. Do it. Fractional numbers on number line. This is also I have explained in the 4th class concept of fractions video. You please go through once, you will come to know. We'll do it. Try to explain here. Show the following on number line. Now the question given. First one is 7 by 6. You have to represent it on number line. Let's see. Remember this. Whenever you have to find a fraction on number line, see the denominator. The value of denominator here in this example is 6. So make a division on a number line between the consecutive numbers, 6 divisions, because the denominator given here is 6. If it is 8, you have to give the divisions or say partitions between two consecutive numbers, say between 0 to 1, from 1 to 2, from 2 to 3 on a number line. The partitions you should make, that depends on exactly the value of your denominator. So here denominator is 6. I'll draw a line. This, say this is your 0. Make 6 partitions or 6 divisions. This is your 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 5, and this is 6. Now this is called 1. From 0 to 1, you make 6 partitions or 6 divisions. From 1, again you make 6 divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 2. What happens now? This is 0 by 6th. That is 0 by 6th part. This is 1 by 6. This is 2 by 6. This is 3 by 6. This is 4 by 6. This is 5 by 6. This is 6 by 6, which equals to 1. You got it. This is your 7 by 6. That is why this 7 by 6 you call it as improper fraction, because it is greater than 1, and also the numerator is more than the denominator. 7 by 6 you have represented on a number line. Remember only 2 things. Number 1 is you make the divisions of scale between the 2 consecutive numbers is exactly depend on the value of denominator. And second one, while doing the divisions, remember the divisions between this and this, you see how many lines you get it. We made 6 divisions, but how many lines are coming? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 lines are coming. So don't count the lines, count the divisions. That is the second point you have to remember while representing any fraction on number line. Let's go back to our, so please do the other 1, 2, 3 problems. This also you can do. Think it and do it. It's very easy. Let's go to the of these which are proper fractional numbers. Proper means the numerator is lesser than the denominator. Check it out. The numerator should be lesser than the denominator. 2 by 5, numerator is less. So this is your proper fraction. This is your proper fraction. This is not proper fraction because numerator is more than the denominator. And this fraction is 8 by 3. Improper fraction because numerator is more than denominator. So in that way you are going to do. Similarly, find it out improper fraction there, and you have to find out the mixed fraction. 1, 2 by 7 is a mixed fraction that you have a whole and part. Convert the following improper fractions into mixed fraction. This is how we are going to convert our improper fraction into a mixed fraction. 7 by 3. 7 by 3. This is improper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator. So divide by denominator. 3 ones are 3. Remains is 4. This is, you call it as quotient. This is remainder. This is divisor. We have worked with these 3 things. How you are going to represent into a mixed fraction is, first you write down quotient value, that is 1. Then in fraction you got a whole value. This is your whole value, you got it. Now you want to know part value. 4 remainder you write down in the numerator, and divisor you write down in the place of denominator. Then it becomes 1 4 by 3. So in this way you have to convert from improper fraction to mixed fraction. The formula for this is Q R by D. D stands for divisor, not dividend. Let's go to the next one now. Doing this in the same way, convert mixed fractions into improper fraction. This is also, I'll tell you one. You please go for it. 1 2 by 7. This is mixed fraction. How are you going to convert it into improper fraction? Denominator, I'll just write down a little bit big. 1 2 by 7. Denominator to the whole, you multiply 7 into 1. To this answer, you add numerator value. You get it as 9 by the same thing you write down 7. 9 by 7 is your improper fraction. If you divide it, you will get back the same thing. Suppose if I divide to 9 by 7, 7 ones are 7, remainder is 2. So how you are going to write down? First quotient, remainder, divisor. So this way you are going to convert from improper fraction to mixed fraction, or from mixed fraction to improper fraction. Let's go to the next one now. Do this equivalent fraction. This is, anyhow I'll explain here. This is equivalent to this. This is equivalent to this. This is equivalent to this. Yes. See, out of 4, there is one part is shaded. When you multiply this with 2, what happens? 1 2s are 2. 4 2s are 8. Got it? It means what? 1 by 4 is as equal as 2 by 8. Out of 4 parts, 1 part is shaded. Similarly, out of 8 parts, double the divisions, that is parts. Shaded parts also doubled. If you multiply it to 3 times, 4 3 times how much? 12. In that way, even shaded parts also going to be multiplied by the same number 3 times. 1 3 is a 3. This is, so you call these are equivalent fraction because their simplest form fraction is also equal to 1 by 4. If I do it here, what happens? These things, you should be very smart, useful for IIT concept. You cancel it, 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. Again it comes to the simplest fraction form. 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12, 1 by 4. You got the same. So these kind of fractions, you call it as equivalent fraction. We have finished that. Let's go to, as I told you, lowest form of a fraction. That is also, I have already explained you the lowest form of a fraction. We'll go to the next one, is like fractions and unlike fractions. Like fractions, the fractions in which the denominators are same or equal, you call it as like fractions. Example, you can say 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, so on. You have denominators are all equal to 7 here. Such type of fractions, you call it as like fractions. And unlike fractions are different fractions where the denominators are different and numerators are different. These like fractions and unlike fractions are important because the same example I'll give to you. Suppose a class teacher declare marks for FA1 formative assessment out of 25. I'll give 5 student scores. Let's see. One student got 14 out of 25. Another one got 18 out of 25. So 13 out of 25. 24 out of 25. And 7 out of 25. 5 students got these marks out of 20. Which student got a less marks and which students got highest marks? It is easily to say here by just looking out the value of numerator which is less. You call that fraction is a smallest fraction among all the fractions. Say the student 7 by 25 scores only 7 out of 25. And here the student scored 24 out of 25. So highest marks is this and lowest marks is this. It is very easy to differentiate the greater value and the smaller value because the denominators are equal or same. When the denominators are not equal, it is difficult to find it out which fraction is greater fraction or which fraction is a smaller fraction. Example, if I 2 by 7 or 3 by 5, which fraction is greater out of these two fractions? It is difficult to say because their denominators are not equal. So these fractions you call it as like fractions and these kind of fractions you call it as unlike fraction. To add these kind of fractions, like fractions, is very easy. Suppose there are 2 or 3 like fractions given. What happens? Say 2 out of 10 plus 5 out of 10. When they are like fractions, keep the denominator common, that is 10. Add only to the numerator, it becomes 7 out of 10, 7 by 10. But whereas if denominators are different, say here it is 3, then you have to follow certain system to add these kind of fractions. We'll follow according to our which group of fractions are like fractions among the following. It's very easy. Like fraction means the denominators are equal. See here 7, 7, 7. A group of fractions you call it as like fractions, and whereas this is 7, 9 and 11, you can say the series of that fractions are not like fractions. You do all the problems and please show me through WhatsApp and become serious. We are going to start our IIT Foundation course along with our regular syllabus, academic syllabus. So be careful. Ascending and descending order fractions. Yes, this is again an important. After knowing the concept of like fractions and unlike fractions, we are going to understand now what is ascending and descending fractions. You can easily write the like fractions in ascending or in descending order. Write down example, say 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 5 by 3, something, or say, or else let's see here, 7 by 3, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 9 by 3. In that case, it is very easy to write down in ascending and descending order, because the fractions given here are like fractions, means their denominators are equal here. The lowest numerator value is your lowest fraction, and the highest numerator value is your highest fraction. Let us write in ascending order: 1 by 3, then 2 by 3, 7 by 3, then 9 by 3. It is very easy to write ascending and descending order only for like fractions. It is not easy to write down ascending and descending order for unlike fractions. That we have to do it now. Let's see how we write ascending and descending order for unlike fractions. Let us go. Identify the biggest and smallest in this group of fractional numbers. Here you have 1 by 7. All three problems are in like fractions. It is very easy for you to identify the smallest and the biggest fraction among these. Now coming to the next one, comparing unlike fractions. It is important. 2 by 3 and 3 by 5, which of these is bigger? I'll do it on the board so that you can easily understand. 2 by 3, 3 by 5. It is not possible to say by just looking to the fraction that this fraction is bigger than the other or smaller than the other. For that, you have to first make like fractions. You have to convert unlike fractions into a like fraction. So how you are going to convert? If there are only two fractions, then it is very easy to compare by just doing one method. The method is you multiply to the first fraction with a denominator of the second fraction. The denominator of second fraction is 5. You multiply. Remember, you should multiply to both numerator and as well as to the denominator. So it comes as 2 5 times is 10 by 3 5 times is 15. This is what you got it. Same thing you do it to the second one. This is the representation. 10 by 15 is the representation for 2 by 3 fraction. And for this fraction 3 by 5, you multiply with the numerator of your first fraction, that is 3. Denominator, not numerator. With the denominator of first fraction, that is 3. 3 by 3. 3 3 times 9, 5 3 times 15. You got 2 here. One is 9 by, I'll write down here. One is 9 by 15 and second one is 10 by 15. You made like fractions. Now it is very easy to say which fraction is smaller than the other. 9 by 15 is smaller than 10 by 15. So 9 by 15 represents to 3 by 5. Therefore you can write down 3 by 5 is lesser than 2 by 3. In that way you are going to do it. Hope you people are understanding it. I am going a little bit fast because we already did these problems. Let's go to the next one. Go through your textbook and find it out. Which of these is the smaller fraction? Here given 2 by 5, 3 by 7, only two fractions given. As I told you, when two fractions given, multiply to one fraction with the denominator of the other. In the same way, you just repeat it. You compare it. You will come to know which fraction is smaller than the other, or say which fraction is bigger than the other. Let's go to ascending and descending order. This is also similar. Explain to you which of the this is, write the following fractional numbers in ascending order. In this I'll do it 1 because here all fractions given in 4 questions are unlike fractions. They are not like fractions. See. And second important thing is, in each problem you have more than 2 fractions. For that we'll introduce one more system, you call it as LCM method, that will try to do it. Example, I'll take this second one, 2 by 3, 5 by 6. This is the question given. You have to find out what? Write the following fraction number in ascending order. Let us do this. LCM, how are you going to take out the LCM? And you need to multiply with the number that I'll explain here. First you copy down the denominator's value. Denominator's values are 3, 9 and 18. And see here, 3 is multiple of 3, 6 is multiple of 3, 9 is also multiple of 3 and 18 is also multiple of 3. So we'll go with 3 now. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9 and 3 6 times 18. Again here 3 and 6 are the multiples of 3. So copy as it is 1, copy as it is 2 because 2 doesn't go in 3 table. 3 1 time is 3 and 3 2 times is 6. 2, it goes in 2 because you have two values. 1, 2 1 time is 2, 2 1s are, this is same one as it is 2 1s are 2. You have to do it in this procedure till you get last all ones. Later on you multiply these values, that is 3 into 3 into 2. Let us multiply 3 into 3 into 2. 3 3s are 9, 9 2 times 18. So your LCM is 18. That way you have to do, or you have to take down the LCM part. To make like fraction, I'll take first fraction. By what you multiply to 3 to get 18? 3 6 are 18. The same number you even multiply to the numerator as well. 2 6 times 12. 3 6 are 18. This is the value for your first fraction. Let's go to the second fraction, 5 by 6. 5 by 6. By what number you multiply to 6 to get 18, to get your LCM? 6, 3 times 18, so into 3. That is 3 by 3. You multiply to the numerator and as well as you multiply to denominator. So 5 3 times 15, 6 3 times 18. You take now the next fraction. I'll rub it here and do. The next fraction, 3 by 9. By what number you multiply to 9 to get your LCM 18? That is 2. 9 2 times 18. So you multiply both to the numerator and as well as to the denominator. 6 and 9 2 times 18. Now you got all fractions into a like fraction. We'll arrange this according to the series given. First one is 12 by 18. See, 2 by 3 we got it as 12 by 18. This I'll keep it here. First one is 12 by 18. Second one is 15 by 18. 15 by 18. 15 by 18 is for this. And 12 by 18 is for this. And 6 by 18 is for this. Last, anyhow you have the same denominator, no need to multiply with any number. You got these 4 values. Out of these like fractions, you choose which is the smallest fraction based on, depending on the least value of numerator place. That is 6 by 18 is your lowest form. 6 by 18 is representing to 3 by 9. So 3 by 9 you have to first fraction as the lowest side. Then the next one is 12 by 18. 12 by 18 represents to 2 by 3. 18 by 18 represents to 5 by 6. And fourth is 24 by 18. So this is, you are going to write down in ascending order starting from least value to the highest value. In that way you have to solve or to write unlike fractions into ascending or descending order. Let's go to the next one now. Simplify the following. 1 by 4 plus 5 by 4. I told you in the beginning itself, to add or to subtract like fraction, it is very easy. The only thing you have to do it here, just as a common, you take it as 4 and add only to the numerators. That is 1 plus 5 is equal to 6 by 4. If you want to write it down in a simplest form, because you have to do simplify. This is not a simplest form, because you have a common factor for 6 and 4. Common factor is 2. 2 3 times, 2 2 times, it becomes 3 by 2. Now you can say 3 by 2 is the simplest fraction. In that way you can do a question. Adding unlike fraction, you have to go with the LCM method. I'll tell you, listen very carefully, because these things, this is a minimum thing to learn here from this chapter. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. You are going to add this two fractions, and these two fractions are unlike fractions. They are not like fractions. Their denominators are different. So how you are going? You have to take LCM first, least common multiple. The denominator is given as 2 and 3. 2, 3. You take first 2 table and 2 ones are 2, 3 won't go. Write it down as it is. Then 3 ones are 3. 2 into 3. 2 threes are 6. So LCM is 6. Now listen very carefully. Those who are new, those who don't understand the LCM method, please listen carefully. What you are going to do is write down the LCM, the numerator end. Now start doing with the first. To the LCM you are going to divide by 2. That is the first fraction's denominator. To the LCM you are going to divide with the denominator of your first fraction, that is 2. 2 3 times 6. This is your quotient. The value, quotient value, whatever you get it, you multiply it with the numerator, that is 1. 3 1 time is 3. 3 over, or you did for first fraction is over. Now you copy the symbol or the sign or mathematical operation. You call it as here addition, so keep it addition. If it is subtraction, you keep it subtraction there. The work what you did by using your first fraction, the same work you are going to repeat it even for the second fraction as well, even third fraction. If you have 3 4 5 fractions, the same method you are going to do it. What we did with first fraction, we have divided to LCM by its denominator, then to the quotient you have multiplied to the numerator. In the same way, for even the second fraction, you are going to divide the denominator 3. 3 2 times 6. Whatever quotient you multiply with the numerator. Numerator is 1, so 2 1 time is 2. 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5 by 6. Your answer is 5 by 6, and this is your simplest form, because 5 by 6 doesn't have any common factor. So that's why answer is 5 by 6. In that way you are going to do it. Pause the video, watch it again and again if possible, and try to understand, because tomorrow when we go with an IIT, we are going with a very super jet fast speed. You have to catch it. Let us come to the next problem. In that way you are going to do it. All these things you can do by yourself. See here you have, right, add the following fractional numbers. You have 3 values here. You take down the LCM and then divide with the numerator of first fraction to the LCM. Whatever quotient you get it, multiply with its numerator. Keep plus and then repeat the same procedure for second fraction, vice versa. In that way we can do it. Addition of mixed fraction. This is same, we can do very direct. Instead of adding something like, you just add 2 1 by 3 plus 1 2 by 3. 3 2s are 6 plus 1, 7 by 3 plus 3 1 the 3 plus 2, 5 by 3. That is nothing but 12 by 3. 3 1s are 3 4s. The answer is 4. Simple, because it is like fraction. You simply take a denominator common and then add only to the numerator. That's all. First you convert a mixed fraction to improper fraction and do the rest. Next one, subtraction also you are going to do with the same method. You just keep in place of instead of plus you keep it minus. Subtract the following 2 by 7 from 3 by 5. First to read the question and try to understand. You have to subtract 2 by 7 from 3 by 5. Means you have to write down first 3 by 5 fraction and then 3 by 5 fraction minus 2 by 7. You are going to subtract this from this. Subtract this from this. So you write down this fraction first and then the next fraction. Same method you follow it here. First you find it out the LCM and what you did for your previous addition fraction. The same thing, in place of plus you keep it minus and proceed. You will get the answer. This is also a very easy one. Greater than, equal to, lesser than. You just see the picture here. How many divisions you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So total divisions are 8. And how many divisions are shaded? 3. That is 3. This is also 8. So you get it here. Out of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here out of 8, how many are there? 2, 2, 4. And here out of 8, how many? Only 1. All are like fractions. Just write it down. The first value is, the least value is 1 here in numerator. 1 by 8 is lesser than 3 by 8, which is again lesser than 4 by 8, which is again lesser than 6 by 8. That's all. In that way you are going to do it. So please do. If you follow this, you can do the next, this bit also. 1 by 3 and what comes here? Greater than or lesser than? Just do it. You will come to know. You will understand. Varshit read 25 pages of a storybook containing 100 pages. See, read and read. Both spellings are same, R-E-A-D, but pronunciation, because this is past tense, so you have to read, you have to pronounce it as read. Varshit read 25 pages of storybook containing 100 pages. Lalita read 2 by 5 of the same storybook. Who read less? Give reason. So don't pronounce here as read. Who read less? No. We'll do it on a board. Solution. Varshit read 25 pages out of 100 pages. This is given. Lalita read the same book which contains 100 pages. Lalita read 2 by 5. That is 2/5. Okay. Lalita 2 by 5 of 100 pages book is 2 by 5 into 100 pages. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10 and this 0, that is 2 into 20 gives you 40. So Lalita read how many pages? 40 pages. Varshit read 25 pages. So who read less here? Varshit read less pages than Lalita. Simple. This is your answer. Let's go to the next question. Next question is, you can do this. You have to add. Write this fraction approximately as additions or subtractions. You just compare it and then you do it. You can do it. Try. Coming to this simplify. This is also very simple. You have to simplify, and luckily you have all like fractions. You add only to the numerator, that is 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 by 18. It has asked you to simplify it, means this fraction is not a least simplest fraction, because 2 and 18 have common factor, that is 2. 2 1 time, 2 9 times. So 1 by 9 is your simplest fraction. In that way you are going to do it. Here you have minus. Let's do this. Remaining you can do 12 by 15 and 7 by 15 like fractions. So take common denominator as 15, and 12 minus 7 is 5 by 15. It is not a simplest fraction because 5 and 15 has common factor. The common factor is 5. 5 ones are 5 threes are. So answer is 1 by 3. In that way you are going to finish it off. Please submit your homework tomorrow itself. Write it down the same thing. You can do it. I'll check it. We'll come back to our word problems. Here word problems given. Narendra painted 2/3, or you can say 2 by 3 area of a wall in his room. His brother Ritesh helped and painted 1/3 area of the wall. How much did they paint together? There are two fractions given. One fraction, that is one part, the fractional part painted by Narendra, the other fractional part painted by his brother Ritesh. You have to check it out, how much they have painted together. You have to add these two fractions, and of course these two fractions are, by seeing itself you can answer it. Both fractions are like fractions. Just add to the numerator. But anyhow we have to do. Let us do. Narendra and his brother, what is his name? Ritesh. Ritesh painted 1/3 of the wall, or you can say the total area painted together is, you add both fractions, 2 by 3, that is Narendra's fraction, and Ritesh, like fractions, 3 and 3 denominator, so common denominator, and add only to the numerators. You get 3 by 3, that is equals to 1. It means they have actually painted complete wall, because you got the whole number 1, that is one wall completely they have painted together. So you can write down, therefore they painted complete wall together. In this way you are going to write down. This is the working of that problem. Hope you have understood. Let's go to the next problem. Neha was given 5 by 7 of basket of bananas. What fraction of bananas was left in the basket? Yes, see, is asking about the fraction of bananas left in a basket. You consider one basket, that is whole number 1. From one basket you minus the fraction, that is 1 minus 5 by 7. 5 by 7 of the basket. If you consider basket as 1, then you minus from 1 this fraction 5 by 7, so that you can get the left fraction of basket bananas. Let us do this. Neha was given, Neha was given 5 by 7 of the basket. 5 by 7 of the basket of bananas. This is given. The fraction of bananas was left is the fraction of bananas left in the basket is 1 minus 5 by 7. Now here 1, just think logically, you apply your intelligence. We can write it down 7 by 7 in place of 1. If you write down 7 by 7, so value doesn't change. 7 by 7 is nothing but equals to 1 only. But if you write down 7 by 7, both becomes like fractions. Then it will be easy for you to subtract. So instead of 1, if I write down 7 by 7 minus 5 by 7, then it becomes 7 minus 5 is 2 by 7. Like fractions, take a common denominator and subtract only to the numerator, because minus is given there. If it is plus, you would have added to it. So this is your answer. The fraction of bananas left in the basket is 2 by 7. If you add the left banana and the banana given, you will get 1. See here, 2 by 7 plus 5 by 7. We'll add left bananas plus given bananas. 2 plus 5, 7 by 7 is equal to 1. You got it. In that way, you please raise yourself, apply logic and do it. This chapter is very easy anyhow. Let's go to the next one. A piece of rod 7 by 8 meter long is broken into 2 pieces. One piece was 1 by 4 meter long. How long is the other piece? It's very simple. Very simple. I don't think you feel any problem or difficult after doing a little bit freaky problems before to this. Let us do a piece of rod. A piece of rod. How much? 7 by 8 meter long. Broken into 2 pieces. Example, this is rod. Total length of the rod given. How much? 7 by 8. That is one piece, broken piece of a rod. Length is given. You have to find the other. It means what? If you subtract one broken piece value from the total fraction, you will get remaining a piece of a rod length. This is what we are going to do it now. I'll rub this figure. This is the figure I have given only to understand. The length of one piece was 1 by 4 meter long. The length of one piece is 1 by 4 meter long. Therefore, the length of other piece is total length minus the length of one piece, what is given here as 1 by 4. 7 by 4 minus 1 by 4. What to do? You have to minus it, yes, but the fractions are not like fractions. So you take down LCM and do it. Okay. Maintain that habit, taking down LCM and do it. I'll rub this anyhow. You pause the video and copy the steps. I'll rub it here, or else I'll do it on another screen. 7 by 8 minus 1 by 4. 7 by 8 minus 1 by 4. There are two denominators. One is 8 and another one is 4. We'll go LCM to that. 4, 8 and 4 are multiples of 4. So we'll go with 4. 4 2 times, 4 1 times. 2 is multiple of 2. This 4 into 2. 4 into 2 is 8. So LCM is 8. Take down LCM. The same method what I told you in our previous problems. You divide to the LCM by denominator of your fraction. That is, first fraction you are going to divide to LCM. 8 one time is 8. You got the quotient as 1. You multiply to its numerator, that is 7. 1 7 is a 7. Write it down. Finish your work here. Now copy the mathematical operation, that is minus given. Repeat the same procedure even for your second fraction. Second fraction is 1 by 4. So divide to the LCM by the denominator, that is 4. 4 2 times 8. Then this quotient you multiply to the numerator. 2 1s are 2. That is 7 minus 2 is how much? 5 by 8. So the other piece length is 5 by 8 meters long. This is your answer. Hope you people have understood. If you add both pieces, you should get the total length. That is also you do it as a part of your homework and show me. Your homework, write down the heading and you add the both pieces. The piece what you got as a part of your answer and the other part given in your question. You add both and get me the total part, that is 7 by 8. Right? Go to the next one. Renu takes 1 by 5 minutes to walk around the school ground. Snigdha takes 7 by 4 minutes to do the same. Who takes less time and by what fraction? Yes. So here 1 is given, one fraction in a mixed number form and other fraction is in improper form. You have to compare between the two fractions and you should compare which is greater and which is smaller. Revise, just rewind, recap, recollect the concept of what I have explained. To get ascending or descending order between two unlike fractions, what you are going to do? You have to make like fractions first. Let us do that. But you have to do in a working method. I'll show you. Renu takes 1 by 5. Let's see. Renu takes 1 by 5 minutes to walk around the school. Second. What is her name? Yes, Snigdha. Snigdha takes 7 by 4 minutes. We'll see. According to the question, who takes less time and by what fraction? Let us go. There are two fractions. Fraction is mixed number form and second fraction is 7 by 4. You just convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. 5 2s are 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. 11, not level. Often students, I don't know, from different schools, they call it as level. It is wrong. Not level, it is 11. The spelling E-L-E-V-E-N, 11. 2 5s are 10 plus 1 is 11 by 5 and another one is 7 by 4. These two are unlike fractions. It is not possible for you to find it out only by seeing which fraction is smaller. So we have to convert this into like fraction. I told you to convert into like fractions when the fractions are only 2. Then you multiply with the denominator of one fraction to the other fraction. So how are you going to do? For this 11 by 5, you multiply by 4. That is, multiply to both numerator and as well as to the denominator. 11 4 times is 44. 5 4 times 20. You got 44 by 20. Keep it as it is. Let's now you take the second fraction as 7 by 4 into, you multiply with the denominator of the other fraction, that is 5. 5 by 5. 7 5 times 35 by 4 5s are 20. Now you got two fractions. One is 44. Okay, anyhow. One is 44 by 20. Second one is 35 by 20. Both are like fractions. This 11 by 5 represents to this, or 44 by 20 represents to 11 by 5. 11 by 5 means this. I'll write down here. Okay, one you got 44 by 20. Second one you got it as 30 by 20. I'll rub this. 44 by 20 represents to this. That is 21 by 5. And 30 by 20 represents to 7 by 4. Now you see which fraction is less here. 30 by 20 is less, that is 7 by 4. 7 by 4 minutes takes by whom? Signa. That's why you can write down an answer. Therefore, Sigdha took less time to walk around the school. This is your answer. Hope you people have understood this. Start decimal in your next video. IIT concept also. So don't miss the second video, and tomorrow, day after tomorrow, in these 2 days, you please forward me your homework and write down the same once again in your classwork book also. I want all the problems, even in the classwork, what all you did in homework book, along with that you please finish examples given in this exercise, in this topic. We'll see you again in the second video. Till then, stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you.